Everybody, my name is Mike. This is Wall Street Traders, where we break down hot trending stocks to put you at an advantage on the market. Hey guys, we're going to be breaking down GameStop or GME. Usually I have it already pulled up. I apologize. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. So I have my lines and graphs already set for you guys. We're starting from the higher time frame, that being the daily time frame. This allows us to apply multiple time frame analysis. This helps us find our resistance, our support line, our entry, our stop loss, basically everything that we need to do. So this is why we never start from a smaller time frame, because we'll basically be trading in a vacuum or ultimately trading blind. And also, you guys, please forgive me for my throat. I am sick, so just bear with me. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the market just opened about 10 minutes ago. We're down almost 2%, which makes sense if what I'm about to explain to you guys. So let's go ahead and dive in. So this top line up here is our major resistance line, and we can test that. We can see that we have candlesticks being rejected in this area over here and over here. And so if we needed more, you want to be able to test it at least 3 times. And if you can't do it with what the area that you can see it in, you can always back test even further in time to find these levels. Down here is our major support line. What once works as resistance will work as a floor, basically our support. And we can see that we had trouble breaking past this area here. We came up, our candlestick came all the way down to our support line, and then over here we have candlesticks reacting or bouncing in this level. And on the opposite side, you can see that we have once we broke above this, we bounced off of this level, came up and hit our resistance line over here. We have these 2 candlesticks bouncing off this level or reacting, and then up here is our minor resistance line. So there's different levels to these minor and resistance lines. So let's go ahead to where we're at right now. So you can see that once we hit this minor resistance, we kind of pulled back, created a higher low, bounced off this, say it's in the same vicinity, so we can say that it did bounce off this support line, and now we're just kind of chopping around. What I don't like is that we are under this trend line, you guys. So the best entry that I can see is that wait for us to pull back to our major support line, that being at the $121 or $122 level. Have your stop loss below that, maybe at the 110 area or the 106. Give yourself some room just in case we have a candlestick wick that peekaboos below, like this little tiny wick over here. You don't want to have it too tight, because if you do get tagged out and then ultimately it bounces off that level, then you'll be tagged out. So you can see that we are starting this new downtrend, you guys. So like I said, getting in right now would be really aggressive. And if you did get in right now, your first target should be up here at the 198 or the $200 level, since we have all this prior minor resistance. But the way it's looking with it being under the trend line, we look at the RSI, we're in a downtrend. Let me check the volume real quick. We're at 557. It's not too bad. Like I said, you guys, you want to be able to have a lot of volume, so that helps you get in and out of a stock really quickly. Anything below 150,000 is not really the best idea to get into it, because it's such a slow moving stock. But like I said, the best entry as of right now that I can see would be back down here at the 121 or 120 level, you guys, because we are under this trend line. We did get rejected at this minor resistance, you guys. We're creating these higher lows, or I'm sorry, these lower highs, so that it tells us that we are still in this downtrend. We want to wait for confirmation to show that buyers are stepping up and we're trying to break this trend. But as of right now, we're not. So we're going to wait for this to come back down into this lower level for our best opportunity or our best entry. So when we're getting any stock, you guys, we need to wait for the best entry. Just jumping into a stock, not knowing exactly what you're looking at, is basically the equivalent of gambling, you guys. We don't do that here. So the second alternative is that if we do end up pushing up into this minor resistance area, if we can break above this and pull back down onto our new support, like I said, what once works as a resistance will work on support on the opposite side. If we can break above this and come back down and retest this level to show that buyers are stepping up, it would be around the 197 or 198 dollar area, and then from there would be a great entry, and have your stop loss on the opposite side of that, that being at the 183 or 190 level, and then your first target would be back up here at the 284. So you do have 2 opportunities. So if, like I said, if this does continue to pull back, I would wait until we got back to our major support line, that being at the 121. Your first target would be back up here at this minor resistance at the $169 level. Don't forget your stop loss below that. If we do push up, like I said, I would wait till we can clear this this minor resistance and for us to come up and come back down and then retest that level, and then that would be a great entry because it does show that buyers would be stepping up. And then obviously have your stop loss below that, and then your first target up here, you guys. So I hope this video helped just a little bit. I'm trying to make them a little bit quicker today because I am sick. I'm trying to push through it though because I love you guys. And if you could show some love back and hit that like and subscribe button, stay updated every single morning that I create this content, that would be beautiful. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day and happy trading.